Okay. So, looks like Carlos won the lag there. They call him the Kid. That's his nickname. Nathan Childress on the other side, he's racking for his opponent. Okay, so this one is the 15 to 18 bracket. So previous one was 14 and under. This is a 15 to 18. Not a lot of information from Carlos, but I believe he's based in the Texas area. So he's traveled all the way from Texas to be here today.
Yeah, you were exactly right.
So now that we've got them fixed up, does make a ball. Sorry, dry break there. Good spread. Unfortunately, nothing down. So now it's just an opportunity for us to have a look at Nathan. Again, apologies, I don't know too much about either player on this set, so let's just see how they dress up. I've been watching these guys practicing on other tables, Josh. They're looking pretty good.
There's a lot of really strong players here.
I'm excited. You know, we're gonna keep bringing you the matches here back to back with this Q score element. You know, there'll be no lag in play, so we're getting live updates as soon as the tables become available. Just straight back on. What would you do here, Josh? Would you bump the 8-ball or try and go behind it? Maybe try and squeeze behind it, come back for the same pocket?
Yeah, I kind of like going behind it because if you bump the 8-ball, you're playing the chance that when you shoot for the 4, you're sending the cue down table versus up table to the 5. So I kind of like.
Yeah, he's bumped it just a touch. I mean, he had the option of either shot. And I think I liked your shot better. I liked coming around for this because there was a slight bit of risk. Now we're going to see how slick the table is, because you'll see before this draw grabs, you're going to see it's just going to arc slightly. So he needs to be careful of the scratch.
Yeah, you can catch that. If he doesn't, he might even just catch the point. Yeah, that still might.
The good thing with these 7-foot tables is you can play it slow. You know, you don't have to like punch it. You can just play a nice slow draw shot. Just let the cue ball do the work. Look at that, beautiful. Ooh, just a touch harder would have been perfect. I think Nathan's we're gonna have to see a first safety here. Makes the fall.
I'm getting there, man. Tweaking it. Oh, you got it? Yeah. I'm getting there. What are you working with? What's that, 4, 2, 3?
So interestingly enough, I think he's just trying to thin that ball behind the 8. Yeah, and then just leaked out slightly. Very unfortunate. Just have a look at this overhead. Yeah, he's got a thin snick on it. He's going to come back for that grey 6.
So he was playing for the double safe there, like trying to get the 5 on the back of the 8 and then trying to get the cue ball on the back of the 6. And, you hear people all the time say things like, you want to try to, control one of the balls. Controlling both balls can be incredibly difficult. Do you have a preference between which one you like to control, whether it's the cue ball or the object ball, or is it dependent of the shot?
It very much dependent on the shot. And that was a fantastic shot by Carlos there. He really just got down and fired that one in. But to go back to your point, absolutely it's about the shot. And I think sometimes you'll see a shot where it's easier to control the cue ball, and sometimes it's easier to manipulate the object ball. But you're absolutely right. Focusing on one or the other instead of both at the same time. You just need to make sure that's. Oh wow! You just let that one leak off the table there.
Adrian Prasad and Brandon
You know, on this new slick cloth, that might go by the 7, you know that? I'm wondering if he plays this pocket speed. This might actually drift behind the 7 ball here. I am right down the window, but he's going to use it, just freeze him up on the 8. That's the shot. Doesn't want this to come too far out or sit over a pocket. And that's a very good safety. Very difficult to judge these one-rail kicks. And I think we'll just go to the overhead because that gets us to see the angles better. He does have the one-rail kick on the short or the long rail, so he can come to either side here. I think I actually prefer going to the long rail.
On the bottom side of the screen here?
Yeah, so heading towards where the chalk is on the table right now. You know, just aiming towards that diamond.
You think he's going 2 rails here to give himself a little bit bigger window of opportunity?
The 2 rail
right in front of them.
The 1 rail just avoided any kind of scratch, you know.
He hit that ball right in the center of the face, and look at how well that turned out. Look at how well that turned out.
I think that might be my new shot of the day. I'll just take another quick peek. And again, I think while Nathan's looking at this one, he's either looking at a jump shot or he's looking at a swerve. But wow, look at this. Nails it in, even judged for the slide. This isn't easy. Hit it perfect, hit it right in the face, and deserved his luck. We go back. Nathan's still looking at this one. The 8 ball makes it hard to go up and down here, so he's either going to have to play this with a lot of side or a lot of power. Chose the side option, and another great kick shot. Wow. I think this category, this 15 to 18 category today, Josh, is going to be highly competitive.
I think that's what we're seeing.
Yeah, there was a lot of hype before the matches kicked off just now, and you know there was some clear favourites with the crowd as well.
Yeah, that's a good point. You can definitely tell who people are excited to see.
Yeah, there was a round of applause for a few of those guys. We'll pick up on those as they come by.
The 6 ball just leaked out a little bit.
Sorry, the 5 is down. So 4 balls remaining. And again, this is what you were talking about earlier about trying to control one of these balls. Right now, it's going to be far easier to control the cue ball and just slide in behind, the 7. Or I don't like pushing this, because when you push this like this, you just that happens far too often for me. And again, now,
instead of being so far away from the ball, you give the chance for that cue ball to roll off a little bit too, and it's such a touchy shot.
We'll just move the 9 out the way here. Just draw right back into it and open up that 7. Oh, he might even go forward actually. Okay. Yeah, that was tricky.
I definitely think drawing into it would have eliminated a possibility of this. Let's see here.
I love to be aggressive on 9 ball, and
it's a bit of a stretch right here for him.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. You can kind of see there if we just bring it in, and if we want to just bring this down and see what he's looking at. So you can see the bank back to behind the 8. I kind of like that as a 2-way, and I think he's got an extension in his bag, which he's probably going to reach out and grab now. Here we go, guys. We don't miss any action here. You can see the guys on the side. You just see him going for that. Let's bring it back, just popping the extension on his cue there. This beautiful TV arena we've got going on right now. Let's see what he's got. Now, do you play the bank here or do you play safe?
I like the bank with just a little bit, tad bit of center bottom draw. Just bank it right back.
Oh, we were right behind that. What a... Oh, wow. Unlucky. Fantastic effort there. And he can get by that. These are very tricky, Josh. Do you like these ones that hang in the drawer?
I have... No, I don't know that anybody likes them. Let's just be honest on that one.
New cloth. Oh, wow, he really got into it. And that's what he was trying to see. He was worried about, just sticking in the jaw there, and overpowered it, unfortunately.
I have found myself doing, instead of trying to come around into the middle of the table and then shoot the 8 in the same pocket, I've been finding myself in situations just taking the corner that the ball's hanging in, and then just take the longer shot on the 8 ball. And then just, depending on exactly where it's at, how close it is to the point, how deep it is in the pocket. But sometimes instead of trying to hit it hard enough that you come out. It's easy to just leave the cue ball there and then just take a little bit longer shot on the next one, but it's so tricky, man.
As it is, he's kind of left Carlos with a nice, easy, 2-rail position shot. Can either choose just to come 1 rail. I like going 2 there just so I avoid the scratch.
See how long the ball rolls when it's almost to stopping? Like, chat, that's what we're talking about when we're talking about the table conditions with the new cloth and new balls. It's everything is primed for these balls to roll just a little bit further than usual. And it's one of those things, man, you hear people talk about it all the time.
Just take a look at his break now and see how much power he generates. Perfectly on the wing ball and gets a horrible kick.
Look at this break.
That was a monster break. And I'm just going to show you this. Let's just have a look. And that 7 ball was absolutely wired. And you can see there breaking up from the right-hand side. And gets a horrible kick as a 2 ball comes back. He was parking the cue ball center table. 2 ball kicked him around and in. Wow. That is brutal.
Of course, all of our instant replays brought to you by Brews and Cues on the Boulevard, which is our host location for this weekend. So thank you, guys.
Man, I'm so engrossed in this action. I'm don't know about you, Josh and Jake, but wow, I'm here all weekend. I'm not leaving this seat.
It is very impressive, the level that they're bringing to the game right now.
100%.
And it is so exciting to see, like this, we were talking about earlier, like this is the future of our sport. This is the future of pool. And as long as we can keep getting juniors enjoying the game and playing at this level, oh my goodness, Del, we are going to see some amazing pool over the years.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Both of these guys look very, very composed. I'm liking the style from both of these guys.
I was wondering if he was going to try to get above that 6 or just take his medicine below it.
Yeah, again, they're just playing their way into the table. I think Nathan's a bit more of a regular here from what Dylan's saying in the chat there. He says he plays in the Maryland State sometimes.
What are you doing here, Del?
I'm trying a 2-way shot. I'm trying to make this in the bottom corner, but I'm also trying to play safe. And I think he got the worst of both of it there, unfortunately. Just didn't really make his mind up on either shot.
Yeah. It's almost like he played only to make it, not the 2-way.
Yeah. Yeah, that shot was definitely on, but you need to play that with a little bit more pace. So again, Nathan has the opportunity now just to get back into this match, level it up 1-1 apiece. You're not going to get very many better opportunities than this. A little bit heavy, and again just adapt into the table condition there, and again might just be a little tension, but just put a little bit too much low left on that and took him way high up the table. I'm right down the barrel of the gun of this one. Bam, absolutely nails it. Fantastic shot. Kept his composure well there, and solid mechanics are being shown by both guys here.
Just an awesome event here with all these kids. And I am really excited to see high level play. I mean, we have Carlos, the kid here that came from Texas. So I mean, we've had some kids come from California, Texas, Florida, and then of course we have locals in Virginia. So people have kind of shown out today, and it is rather impressive that they're coming from all over. So, we hope to continue to grow this aspect of our collection of tournaments for the juniors, and so I'm just looking forward to it. I love this just like you do. So I'm loving to get settled in here and see some great matches.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of what you're doing, Jake, and proud to be part of the BSM media team here, and really just want to thank everyone that's made this event possible, especially we've got Mike Serra with us today. He's come down, the VP of DynaSpheres for USA, and he's watching this event on the sidelines, and it's just fantastic support when you can have that level of title sponsor.
Very nice shot there by Nathan.
Fantastic. Yeah, really controlled that well, didn't he? Just look at the overhead. I think he's got slightly too much angle just to hold this, so he may have to go to the rail and back out here.
Yeah, I think that's probably the play here.
I like to play this with a little left English and try and go between the 8 and the 3 and back around. Oh yeah, you see, I mean,
Look at this.
look at this for the shot though.
Oh man, didn't get there.
I didn't think there was enough room to hold it there. But again, I'll say it again. I have never missed a ball from this chair.
Never.
Never. It's a 100% record.
Let's hope that we don't put any commentary curse on these young kids.
Oh yeah, we'll chalk it up, Jake. We know that you're going to have the worst amount. Or make it
Ooh,
both balls.
look, I almost did it right there.
So we're all the way through here. Yes, smear it is 15 through 18 this bracket, but there is also an 14 and under. So 2 separate brackets for this weekend.
Yeah, and we're playing them simultaneously here, so at any given time you may see 14 under match or a 15 and 18 match on the TV table.
I think he's got slightly. Oh, he's just got an edge. So we will be seeing a safety here. I wonder if he could just have enough to spin underneath this and maybe try and kick it up towards that 9 pocket. You know, catch that back rail and maybe he gets good on the 6. I don't know. Yeah, that's what he tried, and oh, that's unfortunate to sit there.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a little unlucky. Hit it a little hard there.
Yeah, we're just going to get a look at the angle that he's faced with there, and you see how tight he is to the rail. Needs to put some low English on this ball, so it's not an easy shot. He's going to have to avoid the scratch. See there, he's jacked up just a touch. See about keeping his head still. Delivers a cue beautifully there. What a fantastic shot that was, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, Nathan certainly is poised. He's been playing actually for a very long time. You know, he hails out of Richmond, Virginia. Well, actually Midlothian, which is right down there close by. His home pool room is Diamond Billiards, which is one of my favorite places to play when I'm in Virginia. And yeah, just a young phenom. You know, he's played very well, and of course, I mean, this is a tough draw right off the bat because I've heard so many good things about Carlos the Kid.
Yeah, coming in from he's one of the guys from Texas, right?
Yeah, so I really anticipate a pretty close match here between both these young juniors.
Very nice. You notice there we've said in the rules no concessions. We're making them shoot every ball right to the last money ball.
All right, we have Nathan Childress here to break.
Fantastic break there. Nathan's definitely got the breakdown more so. A couple of dry breaks from Carlos, and that's kind of just upset the mold a little. So definitely Nathan with the advantage on the break, but unfortunately that's just tied up the 3 ball, married it to the 7. That was the 2 ball down, right? Yeah.
Is there any opportunity to break this 3 out with that 6 being in the way there? You kind of take your ability to kind of force follow with inside to spin it around. What do you think? What do you see here?
I see a safety in his future.
You do have a crystal ball, don't you?
I don't know. You know,
Look at
it might
this.
be it might be
going for
wide.
the combo.
Do you know what? If we just take that round, let's
He
just
said safe what, Dell?
see. That's not quite an on. It's not
That's
quite
on
a
the
combo,
point.
is
It's
it?
on the point.
Yeah, but he actually may be able to
I think he's just going to slide by it and play safe.
throw this in.
Oh, he did
Yeah,
throw
that's
it.
exactly what
Beautiful.
he did.
Lovely use of left-hand side there.
I want everybody in the chat to know that that shot was only possible because Dell leaned over trying to get a better view on the camera. Like, I love it.
Well, I think that's an interesting point, Dell. You know, walk us through that a little bit. So that combo was definitely not on, we could tell. But there are adjustments that you can make when you're hitting the cue ball.
Correct.
To either throw the ball left and right. So everybody's watching. Tell us a little bit how it works when it's offset.
Well,
like
I
that.
call it transitional spin. So by spinning the cue ball left, you're putting right spin onto the object ball, and by putting right spin onto the object ball, that's what's creating the throw on the second ball. So once he's made that combo, it's throw-induced spin is then turning that ball. So you can see it's hit left. So hitting that with a high amount of left goes right then left. So there's a little bit of math in between it. So it's quite hard to explain. But once you start practicing those shots and you know on the practice table, and Nathan clearly has, displaying some very good knowledge there, and doesn't want to get dead straight. That was unfortunate. How many times you go up the table and you finish laser straight on a ball?
Oh, for sure. And the thing really I like about this shot is that you're going to see him cue up with some inside English here and try to draw it back to the rail like that to spin it out to the middle of the table. Just well-executed shot.
Yeah, that speed was perfect.
I tell you what, Jay, what a fantastic shot that was. Speed control, great knowledge to use that draw with inside. And he's putting a hurt on him right now.
Yeah, it's interesting sometimes because a lot of players, like we were talking about amateur players, you get that straight in shot and you take a sigh, but there is actually a way out of it, which Nathan just demonstrated there.
Let's take another look at that one, just as we come back while they're doing the rack there.
Yeah, so all he's doing is he's aiming just to cut this slightly since he's in, and he's applying the inside spin here so that it reverses off the rail to come back out in the middle table, and he hit it absolutely beautifully.
Yeah, left himself a great angle there, right?
Oh, no.
Scratch a Rooney. And that's again unfortunate. He's had 2 dry breaks now and a scratch. And that's definitely hurting him in this alternate break format, where really, Jake, you have to hold serve.
Yeah, I mean, and that's really what's going to be the deciding factor here. I mean, it's races to 7 on both sides, but when we start seeing this, where you're breaking dry and then you're scratching, and especially now that the table's wide open here for Nathan.
Table is wide open, right? This is made 2 balls off that break as well.
So he wants to leave himself a slight angle here.
Yeah, he wants to be careful he doesn't hook himself behind the 5, right? Just a touch draw. Yeah, that's why I bumped into it instead.
And actually, that's the
better way to play it, correct. Leaves himself nice and straight. You could just draw this to the rail or go forward. All depends on preference.
And obviously, I mean, that's the right shot. I mean, if you can play to bump into that 5, which just goes to show you his knowledge, rather than having to flirt with the idea of maybe getting stuck behind it or not drawing far enough. He knew if he bumped right into it, he'd have perfect shape.
Taking the risk right out of it, and I think he can come behind the 7 now. So he can either play the short side. I quite like coming behind it and back out beyond the 7. Again, just a good pattern play there. Doesn't want to be on the rail. And he's just going to have to take his medicine now, Jake. And once he takes his medicine...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you really have to force too much here.
No, don't overplay it. I think you're right, absolutely. Oh, he had more angle than we thought. Okay, good. Just love this camera angle where we're looking down. Look at the focus that we'll see on the player's eyes. Making a decision. Do you stop this one dead, or do you try and leave it for the side pocket?
Yeah, I mean, really, I think this particular shot is personal preference. I'll maybe just probably bring it back a little. Just like that. Perfect.
That was great, and you can see there he's got a great angle going straight into the side pocket right now.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that the 8 was off the rail and he was off the rail with the cue ball, I mean, so a lot of people up here definitely know who Nathan is.
Wow. What a break.
And look at, man.
No. Kick. Oh, he's got a little fortunate there, and I think that still goes, but what a fantastic break. Wing ball was wide, and the 8 went flying in behind it. See the 8 ball down. He's made 3 balls there. And a 5 as well. Fantastic shot. I'll play 6 ball any day.
Hey, why not? This is a really tough shot here, and the reason why it is because he's so close to the rail.
Mm-hmm.
So he, even if you take on this shot, because it probably does go, but he may double hit the ball because he's so close. So
yeah, it's one of those fairy edges, isn't it? I don't like playing this shot. maybe Carlos will call someone to have a look at this, but we're right here. We can have a look at, if there is any. Yeah, that was the problem. Couldn't get any power into it, right?
Yeah, you couldn't, absolutely. But, I mean, it worked out for him in a way, but...
Does he have the bank here? Do you think he can force bank this? And even if he misses, he's controlling it behind the 4. I like a two-way here.
Yeah, for sure I like the two-way here.
So even if you miss it long...
I mean, it looks on, so if he wants to attack it, yeah, absolutely. And he
did. Wow, what a shot.
Watch out.
Fantastic shot there. And I think, he's really going to try and get his groove on now. 4-1 down, you really need to start kicking into gear here. We'll come back to that shot just a little second and just see what he can do. I like that play. He didn't try and do too much there, Jake.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're playing on 7-foot diamonds today. So, it's nothing's really super long. And so he absolutely played it safe. And so we'll see what he does here now. Probably a little inside to bump it. Look at this.
Doesn't want to go. Oh, no,
just a smidge too far.
Actually, I love this shot here.
He's going to roll right up for the 9.
Yeah, this is Jake's
off the
favorite.
bottom rail?
This is actually one of my favorite shots. So,
you liked it. I know how you liked it. You just remembered it now.
Yeah. So we actually were. I was showing you guys this shot at one of the events that we were at before. He may be able to nip this in and not use. Oh, he missed it. So this is a perfect example of this shot. So the 7 ball is just past the side pocket, and instead of playing that shot to hit it super thin, he could have actually used maximum inside English there in order to play that ball, which was taught to me by the great Chip Klein. His knowledge on as far as backhand English is absolutely amazing, and that would be a shot that you would have used it on. So he let one get away there, Carlos.
Really well done there. Much better break there.
Oh, look how this sets up.
Oh, Jake. Is it Christmas again already?
He needs a break like this to get back in this match, and obviously he's going to need a little help from Nathan. But, what do we say? You can only control your side of it here, so... Got to settle down. He's got a little bit of a funny angle here, but I think he should just go forward with this. Perfect. Play the 4 on the side or 4 in the corner, however he likes it.
I think he's forced to go long here.
Yeah.
I don't like coming down. There's too much traffic for me.
It really is.
That 9's huge. And you don't want to get into the realm of playing this with inside and trying to hold it off that rail.
Oh, that's so tough.
Yeah. Oh, he's going to, though. He's going to try and spin this behind the... Beautiful. Behind that 5 ball. Very nice.
Very good shot.
I'm still there. 7's down.
Oh no.
Just off.
Tried to hold it.
Sometimes it's better to let you stroke out, go to the rail and come back out there, and, again... Easy to say here, much more difficult at the table when you've got all eyes on you. But again, another opportunity for Nathan to just turn the screw.
Oh, did he do this? Wow.
Off the point.
I mean, we've seen this already when you're talking about the drive breaks from Carlos, and then couple that with the fact that Nathan got very fortunate here with this shot, and it's just not paying out here for the kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, unfortunate there. And he's got another. This is one of those semi-tough shots where he's going to have to come off the rail with a little bit of low right, just to hold this cue ball back to the middle of the table.
Right.
Just like that.
Yeah, perfect.
Very smooth, right?
And of course, the conditions are a little bit tough out there. They just replaced the cloth, I think, like 3 days ago.
Me and Josh were saying this.
Yeah.
We said that everything about this is at pro-level condition.
Yep, brand new cloth, brand new balls.
Again, we were talking about this in the last match. You know, he's kind of gone 5-6-1 down. I do like the tactical break, the pause and the reset. You know, taking your break now and just try and reset your focus.
During this pandemic, to really kind of to bring you a new look to our stream and some new angles and just some new features. So we're super happy with the way that it turned out.
Again, Nathan with a great break there. Nails the 5 on the wing ball, but it's a very difficult shot. You may see him play safe here. You know what? That 9's wild. I might even go for the 9. Maybe take a swing at the cheese because I'm 6-1 up.
Yeah, I mean, and that's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's a bit more calculated than that, and I think he will try the open pocket. Fantastic shot. Very nice. I think if we look at the cut shot, this does cut into the side pocket. And if he uses a little bit of inside English, this should check up off that second rail and come nicely in between the 3 and the 9 for the 3 in the corner pocket. You can see he's just looking at the travel of the cue ball there. The only problem is on this slick cloth, you need to play this with just a little bit more attention because of the inside. It might cause the 2 to skid, and he doesn't want to catch. He doesn't want to catch the jaw in any way on this. So just be careful when he's applying that. Just waiting for the player next to him. Take a shot. It's all done. So yeah, just watch his check up off the second rail. Doesn't need to put anything else except right-hand English on it. Oh, he actually didn't. He didn't mean to come through that second gap, which meant the slide took a lot more than he anticipated. Still in good shape.
I mean, this shot just lends naturally to position here on the 4 ball.
He's got to be feeling good, you know. He's on the hill right now. I think Nathan is turning into quite, from what I've seen, he'll be a heavy favourite today.
Absolutely.
In this category. I apologise, I'm not doing my job on the balls again. So 4 to the 6, you see the 6 there on the top right, so it needs to leave enough angle. You may see him power this one out just to try and get a better angle, but he's pretty confident. I like that. On the new cloth here, I prefer to go forward. I like to play a high left and come around the angle, just avoiding the scratch. If he plays this with a low right, it might not grab. You know, you might see him end up, so I wouldn't be surprised if he goes high left and takes this around the angles.
Oh.
Which is what he tried, but it increases the difficulty of your shot just a touch.
And the thing really about that particular shot is really tough is because if you saw him hit it, he actually tried to put some pace on it.
Yeah.
And the shot is actually better if he takes a little bit off and allows the spin to grab.
Correct.
And you can see that's why he just chipped it kind of like right into the rail.
Oh, no.
But look.
Wow. He's just left a fine edge, and you know what? The 9 might even go.
Oh, wow.
You know, if he skims off this, maybe plays it with a bit of draw.
He'd have to send the cue ball running to get the 9 to cut back.
I just don't think the 6 can get out of the way quick enough.
Yeah, so you can see he's like trying to spin it a little.
Oh, sold out.
This is kind of what Carlos needed here. He needed a break.
He really did, and you know, I'm going to keep going on about it, but I apologize. I'd let him stew after this one. I'd take that break and just say, right, you know, I'm still in this match.
Oh no!
If that didn't happen.
Yeah, see that shot. I think you have to play to just bump the 9.
He tried to do that, Jake.
Yeah.
I think that's why he missed the bump.
You know, like you say, you either play the bump or you just play to come across all the way. Either shot would have been fine, but he's got a really good safety opportunity here. You know, he does not have to fire fire the 7 ball. He can play the bank the 7 a little and try to get that cue ball nestled up right on the 9 ball.
Oh, look at that.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Controlled the cue ball wonderfully, didn't he?
But he's left he's left a little bit of space here. It's not easy, but
I like the 2-rail kick. I just think it affords more safety option, because coming behind the 9 to that short rail, I don't think there's not enough room to get a lot of power on it. At least this one, let your stroke out.
Yeah, you got
the rail grab
or corner, potentially.
Whoa, that was unlucky too.
Is my book bag still right there?
Your what?
The book bag?
Yeah, it's under the desk.
Can you reach that, Jake? So, I mean, you're coming to the table, ball in hand, 3 ball out. You got 5 racks you're trying to catch up on.
Oh yeah, dude.
This is going to be a tough mental game from here, but it's doable. It's just an incredibly difficult feat in this alternating break format. So I love seeing players who keep their head in the game and show heart all the way through until the very end, even when they're in these difficult positions, because I just like analyzing that side of the game, not just whether or not the balls are going in.
You notice he cut across that ball. He didn't get the punch into that top ball. You see where he cut across it. It caused the wing ball to miss, and he's left a very open table right now. Just a little bit. He just hit it just a touch too soft.
Is there any opportunity with this one?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
he
There's
gets
plenty of
there,
space. Yeah.
A little bit of right hand spin. Take it over for the 2. He's off and running.
There it is.
Perfect. He's impressed me with his speed control. He's got very good speed control on this table. I don't know if it's because he's perhaps a bit more local and understands the table a little better, but he's definitely controlled his cue ball much better.
I mean, even then, with the felt being new on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
using all the pocket.
Yeah. Slid that one right in.
They're not that big.
Yeah, and he knows he's right there here. He's primed to get out of this.
I wonder if he goes for the early finish or he comes back and across. A bit more maturity there, you see. A lot of players would have stopped that and tried for the combo. But this is the right way to do it. Play yourself in. You're 6-2 up. Let the arm go.
Sure.
Keep it loose.
We got all the photographers here. Even Sean Wilkie's here taking pictures today. So he's set his day aside to come down and hang out with the juniors. Just really cool. Everybody that's kind of showed out. Lori John Hansen is here as well. So we'll try to get her in the booth at some point. We're happy that she made the trip. Yeah, what control.
Yeah, very, very nice, isn't it? Very smooth. There's a good demeanor around the table. Yeah, just check to see if he's dead straight there. Wants to connect to rail, so we'll see him go forward here. May come back across the 9. Perfect. And that, everybody, is that. Very nice display there from Nathan, and unfortunate from Carlos. Just never really got into the match.